Stopping?
No, you're good.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Rogue Gamers podcast. I am your host, Bruno Pinto. Why do I always adjust my mic as I'm doing my intro? I don't know. It's a habit that needs to end. I am a host, Bruno Pinto, and with me as ever, I have my friend from across the pond, Mr. Aaron, aka the Immortal Donut. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Bruno. It's been a minute. We've had some scheduling conflicts and some work crap, and it's good to be back. Good to be back.
Life got in the way, but then like Jurassic Park, life always finds a way, you know?
Yep.
Is that a saying from Jurassic Park? Am I misquoting my movies?
You are 100% correct. Jeff Goldblum.
Is Jurassic Park the best 90s movie? Question mark.
Ooh.
Maybe. It's up there, isn't it? It's up there. I mean, there's great movies. Don't get me wrong. There's Saving Private Ryan. There's Forrest Gump. There's Silence of the Lambs. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate, listener. I know there's a lot of movies. It's a big claim. I'm opening it with a claim, but you know,
for the time, I guess for me, it probably was because it had the biggest impact on me. Because I was in middle school at that time, and I remember going to see that in theaters with my buddies and was like, holy crap, how the hell did they do this movie? It was phenomenally done.
I'm slightly younger than you, not a lot, but slightly. And this was my first movie I've ever seen at the cinema. Okay. And to make it even more interesting, the school, this is in Portugal, so where rules don't apply. We had to get a parent's permission slip to go to, obviously, to the cinema, which is fine, right? And obviously they need to pay as well, of course, yeah. But on the permission slip, it said to go and watch Tom and Jerry movie, yeah. And I love Tom and Jerry, so I was quite happy. And when I got there and it's live action, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's Tom? Where's Jerry? What is this? It was a great surprise. I'm happy they lied to me because I was like, wow. In fact, I think that's the day I fell in love with cinema. Was literally that very day, that very first showing of, and it was one of those theaters, those old style theaters that has seats on the bottom and then like seats on the balcony on top, like separated into you know, like that type of
the peasants cinema. And the.
Yeah, I was in the bottom part. Is that where the peasants are? I believe, right? Okay, I was in the peasants area, not in the royalty box, but I fucking love it. Anyway, what a tangent to start with. So email us in to say what's your favorite 90s movie. I'm gonna have to think about this. Maybe we need to draft. Yeah, maybe the next. Tell you what, maybe the next podcast. Yeah, we draft our top I don't know, 3 90s movies, and then we put it out for a vote. What do you think about that? Yeah, that could be interesting.
Oh man, that sounds great. Right up my alley. I look forward to destroying you on that one.
Well, and on that, that's a bit of admin. So we've done. We were waiting on some results. So we don't. We're gonna level with you guys. We're not getting the votes in at the moment. It's we getting some votes, but not loads of votes. So it's becoming difficult to determine the winners. But most certainly, when it came to the top 5 weapons, I think it's fair to say that Donut did win that one. I think the holy bomb from Worms was he literally took that at me, threw that at me, and that's what beat me. As for the movie and director and the TV show, it's a bit of a draw. I think it's too close to call that one. So we're gonna call it a draw. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose all of them. We're gonna call it a draw.
Hey, you've got one. You've got one.
I got one. Well, 1.5 because I'll take half of this one. Yeah. I do have one. You're right. What did I win? I forgot. But I did have one. Yes, you're right. I won something at some point.
Yeah.
But we'll do the top 3 90s movies. Should we just throw a rule in there just for a laugh? Yeah, cannot be the same director. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, not the same director, but other than so it's been a while since we've done the last podcast, as you say. Yeah, I think it's about three weeks or so.
It's been 4.
Is it 4?
It's been 4. Yeah.
4 weeks. I've been to Portugal in the meantime on holiday as well, so that was fun.
I got slaughtered at work and then had to go and deal with some medical stuff with the family, and yeah, it's not been the greatest time in the last 4 weeks, but I tell you what, we've played some doozy of games though. I know we've been talking.
This is the year. This is the year. We certainly on the previous podcast, and it's been said in the past, like, oh, this is the best year in gaming, and then we can we can talk about certain years, certain recent years as well, which is like, is this the best year? Like I remember when we had was it Breath of the Wild versus.
Well, Tears of the Kingdom versus
God of War 2. God of War 2. Yeah, that's it. So there's been some and there's been there's been some great years. I don't know if this is not the year. This could be the hardest year, certainly for me. I played some fantastic games this year. I don't know. I'm not saying it is, because I've said that before many a time. But I'm saying it's worth maybe doing some data. Maybe we can bring some big data into here. Maybe use some sort of machine learning, some Copilot to help or something. Just compile. Maybe look at.
I mean, we could just ask ChatGPT, "Is this the best year for video games?"
Just look at OpenCritic. No. But just look at some data. Look at OpenCritic and see what the scores are. I don't know, but that's maybe some data we can try and bring into this. But anyway, it's been a great year. Great year in gaming. But yes, so we played some doozy games, and we're going to talk about them in a second. But before we do that, in the meantime, while we've been away, the gaming world has kept going, and we're going to talk a few things have happened, but we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened in September. Well, we're still in September, but happened a bit earlier on in the month, because there was some interesting things announced there, because they were celebrating, was it 30 years of
40?
No, 40. Interesting. What's the? Tell me a couple games that really piqued your interest then from this that were announced at this year's show.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond showed us some more gameplay. Gave us a release date finally, so it is this year. That's good to know. So I mean, it's looking great. I don't know if it's going to be in contention for Game of the Year per se, but it looks like it's going to be a really good time. The second one that really piqued my interest is the Hyrule Warriors: The Age of Imprisonment. So it's Dynasty Warriors in Zelda, but this is when Zelda goes back in time in the Tears of the Kingdom lore, basically.
Yeah,
and so you get to see her fight with the other sages in these major battlefields, and so I'm looking forward to that, just to see what the story bits are going to be from it. That link into Tears of the Kingdom. As you know, that is currently my game of all time. So,
a game of all time.
Game of all time.
You see, I think Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't finished it. I know I need to, and I do. I'm very close. I keep playing loads of it. I think I got like 80 hours on it. So when I say I've done a lot of other things, obviously, I haven't just not finished it. I think I'm like 80% done or something on the story part. Anyway, but I've done a lot of other stuff, like over 100 shrines and stuff like that. I love Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's fantastic. But to me, Tears of the Kingdom is definitely better than Breath of the Wild in terms of gameplay. But Breath of the Wild was the first one, and to me, Tears of the Kingdom is just a more polished Breath of the Wild, maybe. But you didn't like Breath of the Wild. That's the part that really I struggle to understand, because a lot of what you're saying you like about Tears of the Kingdom was there already in Breath of the Wild. I just find it interesting. That's all. Yeah. So
I mean, there's loads of differences to what makes Tears of the Kingdom way better.
I think it's objectively a better game. As in it came out a few years after, the more developed. They were able to improve on the formula and add more things. So yeah, but. Is it my favorite? I don't know. I think I probably still put Breath of the Wild in first, because it did it first. And for me, anyways, it did all of the things I like about Tears of the Kingdom. All of those things were done first on Breath of the Wild for me. But yes, if I can touch on those two games you talked about, and I'll tell you what I liked. So yeah, I'm super excited for Metroid Prime Beyond. The only reservation I had about the trailer is there was a part where you showed Samus on a motorbike. That looked ropey AF. That part, I don't know. It just didn't look good. It looked like a mobile game. That part. So I need to see if in Retro we trust. I think they're fantastic. So we'll see. But yeah, that part I was a bit unsure. I'm still day one for it, of course.
Yeah.
And Hyrule Warriors, I haven't played any of those Hyrule Warriors games yet, but that looks awesome. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking into that. I want to talk about a couple of games that they talk about to celebrate the 30th.
40th.
I keep saying 30th. The 40th anniversary for Mario.
Yep.
And that's obviously they're releasing Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
I have opinions about that one, but I'll let you continue.
I have never played any of the Galaxy games.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
So I know. So as somebody that has never played it and somebody that has missed the ridiculous decision that was from Nintendo to release the original, the first three, like when they did the 64, Sunshine, and the first Galaxy.
Yep.
They did it for a release time only. You cannot buy it anymore, which is so stupid. So I missed that, and I wanted to try Galaxy, the first Galaxy, but especially
did that limited release of the Mario with 3D Mario with the Nintendo 64, Mario Sunshine, and then Mario Galaxy, the first one. And yeah, you can't just go to a store and buy it anymore. You have to usually find it secondhand. So that is a bummer to it. But the problem that I'm going to have is paying full price for Mario Galaxy 2. Now, it's a great game. Now, if they would have updated a lot of things for it, made it a little bit cleaner.
They're adding some book stuff, whatever that is, and there is a patch for the Switch to for high res.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, they're not like doing it as a remaster version for it. It's still going to be the same games.
You can buy them separately, though. I understand. So if you have the original 3, you can buy this one just on the Switch eShop on its own. So you can buy it for.
But you have to buy it digitally versus getting a copy of it. So.
Right. So yeah. Yes. More interestingly as well, and I've been looking into this as well. It's a Switch 1 release.
Yes.
So, and this is the same thing with Metroid Prime Beyond. So if you buy Metroid Prime Beyond, you get a case with the Switch 2 logo, right? And then you get the Switch 1 cartridge and the code to upgrade the game to the Switch 2 version. So you don't actually get a Switch 2 cart for Metroid Prime Beyond. And I don't know if you know if you. So yeah, I mean it works the same if you want to buy just Switch 1 and buy the thing. But the case is when you look at both of the artwork, you might as well just get the Switch 1. It looks much better than the Switch 2, and then just pay for the upgrade because it's the same money, I guess. You know, I don't know. It's just a bit silly. But the other one I really liked the look of was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is aimed more for the younger folk out there, but very interesting anyway. So I like that they picked the Yoshi titles to try and always do something a bit different. You know, something like when they did Woolly World and that, stuff like that. You know, like I think it's interesting. So I'm looking forward to giving a go at that. They also showed Hades 2, which is a Switch 2 console exclusive, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, that's
wild.
But
the one it is wild. But the one I'm really interested to play is Mario Tennis Fever. That looks really cool. You know, right? Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
You might be a little bit crazy. The Mario sports games are very hit or miss, and they seem ever since the first Mario Tennis, which was on Nintendo 64. That one was really good, but it seems like everyone after that, they've just not been able to capture really good gameplay. And this one, they have like the different rackets that you can unlock and then use, and they have special powers that do different things. Like, I feel like from the powers they were talking about, it's going to be incredibly frustrating. Like, some of the powers just seem really just almost like cheat code-ish. Like,
yeah.
Which, I mean, you gotta spice up tennis somehow. It's not the most exciting thing, but I don't know if having like superpowers like that per se. I mean, ultimately, it's going to come down to the gameplay, though.
Every time we do a 24-hour marathon and we bring out a tennis game to because we normally do a competition. Like we didn't do it this year, but normally we do a competition, and normally retro stuff. And every time we bring any tennis game, especially when it's Pete Sampras tennis on the Master System, on the Mega Drive even, people just love tennis games. I like Super Tennis on the SNES. I think it was the SNES. Yeah, sorry. How do you call it? How do you say it? So just a piece of Martin.
The SNES. Yeah.
That's it.
On the me to join. Sorry to interrupt. You're going to have to edit this out. You're still live on Twitch. You're still live on Twitch, and we can hear the podcast on Twitch.
Okay.
Just so you know, are you meant to be live on Twitch?
No, but
okay.
Sure.
Well, now you know. See ya.
All right.
Thank you. I'm not editing that out. You have to laugh. That's staying in.
I mean, that was really good timing for Martin to jump in here.
It couldn't have been a better time for him to jump in. I mean, if it wasn't after I summoned him by saying his name.
Yeah.
So if I say a name of somebody, they show up. Gabe Newell. Gabe.
What? Half-Life 3? What? Huh?
What? Coming out? No way. Right?
It was worth a shot.
Get the exclusive. It was worth a shot. You never know. Very good. Okay, well, we were live on Twitch for temporarily, so that's awesome.
Okay.
All right, cool. I think I know what happened. Are you recording it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're recording it, right? So when you record on OBS, I think you can press record and stream at the same time as well. So that's probably what happened there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah. Onwards we go. Is anything else you like from the Nintendo?
So yeah, I am probably one of the 5 people in the world that really love the Virtual Boy.
Yes.
And that's why my vision is so bad now. But them announcing that the Virtual Boy is coming to the Nintendo plan to be able to play some of those old games. I mean, the Mario Tennis game on Virtual Boy was incredibly fun back in the day. So...
let me see if I get this right. Let me see if I get this right. You say to me, Bruno, stop being silly because the new tennis game, what's it called again? Sorry, the new Mario Tennis Fever. I'm not too sure about that. Oh no, the Virtual Boy version.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I'll own
that one is awesome.
It's fantastic.
We should both buy the $100.
Oh gosh, no, we're getting the cardboard ones. We don't fall on a budget here.
I'm not getting either of them. I'll tell you for what. Tell you for why. Okay.
You want to keep your
I want to try. No, I want to try it for sure. But AliExpress is going to have a version that you can actually put on your eyes. And just, actually, I don't know if you want to do that because then it's quite a heavy switch you have to hold on your face. I'm not sure. Okay, that looks interesting.
I mean, it's one of those things that I thought it was a little bit silly that they're making this peripheral, but Nintendo does peripherals like that all the time.
It's I love it. I completely, I'm going to be behind this. But some of us, and by some of us I mean myself, have a 3DS up there that may or may not be modded. That may or may not have
all the Nintendo.
That may or may not have all the Virtual Boy's game working in the 3D in the 3DS.
Nice.
Just saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So some of us already have that, and don't
So
have to
so you know the
discuss.
greatness of Mario Tennis on Virtual Boy.
I know all the games suck ass. Yes, I do. Yes, correct.
Wow.
I don't know if I tried tennis actually. I don't know. Everyone I tried, I'm like,
what was it?
This thing is trash.
R-Zone? Was it R-Zone or something? There was like the wireframe wannabe Star Fox one. That one was fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. No, I am interested. Like I said, I will be, because I subscribe to the Nintendo
Overlords. Yeah.
Overlords. I subscribe to them anyway, and I definitely want to try it. So the cardboard one, I think, is only like €20 or £20 or something as well. So it's not expensive. So either the cardboard one or some AliExpress knockoff, I think I'll be definitely giving that a go, because you need to understand. I don't have space to keep it. It looks cool, but I don't have anywhere to put it. And literally, I'm gonna play on it for about 5 minutes and go like, "Yep, that was cool," and then never play it again. So, but yes, we love the Nintendo decisions. That doesn't go down as a weird one. That goes down as a good one, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Right, they showed a few other things, like Pokemon stuff. So new DLC for Mario Wonder.
Yep.
So I don't care so much about the multiplayer stuff because I play on my own. I have a billion mates. But they did say there was some other stuff coming up, whatever it was called, the meetup at Bella Park. Not too interested about that. But if they add more single player content, yes, I'll definitely be up for giving that a go.
Yeah. And then they also announced the Bonanza expansion.
I hear that's not good. I hear that's not good. Yeah.
And that's what you heard. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the worry that I have with all these expansions that they announced, because they've not really been hitting very well on these expansions, because the Kirby one was...
Kirby one was supposed to be okay.
It was okay, but they didn't do enough with it to justify the price. Bonanza was kind of the same. Didn't really do anything special. What was the what was the other one?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I hear what he's saying. They're not really hitting. I mean, the Nintendo is new to the DLC game, aren't they? So can we say the only good DLC they done was the and even that wasn't done properly, but the Mario Kart 8 stuff, I think that was generally well received. All of those tracks, that was well received. But yeah, they're not very good at DLC. But there you are. But then again, DLC is a great idea, but I never get around to play it myself. Anyway, it might be a me problem, but I think that the data shows. I think I read somewhere that DLC is like 10 to 20% people pick up DLC only, that from the people that bought the game. So sometimes it's better to do what a Silk Song did, for instance, also with Team Cherry did with Silk Song. So Hollow Knight, they were doing is DLC, then like, you know what? No, let's just make it into a full game and then release it. So sometimes it's better to put the effort into the next game.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like maps and or tracks or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then there's good DLC. I mean, Dead Cells had great DLC. They had like 5. More than that, like 7 years support for it. They had like 5 different DLCs, all of them great, all of them improved the game and made the game better. So all the games,
Right.
The other thing as well is DLC comes out like maybe a year later or 6 months later, and you forgot how to play it. You go back to it, and you're supposed to be end game like good, and you're like, oh, how do I do what again? What's happening? And it's just doesn't always work, does it? So I don't know.
Yep. No, I feel exactly the same way. Like the DLC that either adds maps or races or adds a few new levels to like a roguelike or something like that. Those are like top tier DLCs. Like I'll always jump on. But like the ones where it's like 6 months, a year later, and we're adding on to the story at that point. It's so hard to pick up and play. You almost have to play through it again just to get to the DLC. So like if it's not a game that you're like constantly playing, the DLC is just not really going to hit you, and you might miss out on a bunch of good DLC. Like I've missed out on the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I have it. I just haven't played it. I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree, which is a sin for me, but you know.
You know, we're the problem. I also have the Cyberpunk thing, and I haven't played it. I did play Shadow of the Erdtree, and it is phenomenal. You should definitely give that a go. That is phenomenal. Okay, that is a sin. Correct. There are some good ones. Maybe write it down, not because obviously we're doing the top 3 90s games, but for a future one, we should do a draft of the best DLCs. You know, that could be an interesting one to do for the future. I can definitely think of a couple one in my head, which are quite good. But sometimes better than DLC is like what Half-Life did. Half-Life 2, Episode 1, and Episode 2. You know, those are quite good. So continuation of the story, but you know, it's just a continuation. So that can be good. I certainly like those ones. Good. Right. So I think that's for the Nintendo stuff. Unless you have something else you want to talk about.
I mean, overall, I wasn't like super impressed with what they came out with. I was a little bit disappointed with the Mario one, even though Galaxy 1 and 2 are 2 of the best Mario games out there. Just like I was hoping for a little bit more to honor Mario for his 40th anniversary. And Metroid, similar to Bonanza, I feel like Metroid 4 is just going to really push the system to its limits already, because they're still trying to learn how to maximize all the resources. Jesus Christ.
Okay, that is somebody that was a sketch. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I'm surprised. Hopefully they haven't done it to me, because that fucks up the recording. It's really not a nice thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, there. You recovered?
Yep, I'm good. Freaking gunshot.
No. Not the best. Not the best of directs, but I enjoyed it. I think that was some interesting things there. All right, so should we move over to the playlist? So you know, where we talk about let's talk about the games we've been playing. I want to talk to you about Hollow Knight: Silk Song. I think we both played this game. You played only a little bit though.
Never heard of it.
No, never heard of it.
Tell me about it.
So Hollow Knight: Silk Song is the follow-up game to Hollow Knight, a game made by Team Cherry, which is a team of 3 people. I mean, I know they've used contractors and stuff like that, but basically 3 people working mainly on the game, on both of those games. It's been 7 years in the making. It was originally going to be a DLC. It's now a full release, and it is ginormous. Okay, so I understand there's 3 acts to it. Okay, and I believe end of Act 2 is when you roll credits. But then there's an Act 3. Okay, that's probably as much as I can say without spoiling too much. And I am very much at the end boss. I haven't even tried it yet, because I literally just got there just before we started recording, of the end of Act 2. So I'm about 30 hours in, and I think they've changed quite a lot from the first Hollow Knight. They changed a lot of the mechanics and the way they dish out some of the special abilities. Some of them come back, others are different, obviously. But things like it's a proper Metroidvania, so things like jumping, that type of stuff, right? They through exploration you unlock those things, and by having those things you can get to other areas, and you unlock the map that way. It's quite hard, I would say. Certainly early on, it's quite hard. The more things you unlock, the more masks you get more health, and the more silk you can have to use. Obviously, it becomes easier. Certainly, the double jump really helped. I was having issue with a couple of rooms of enemies. You know, there's rooms where they keep throwing enemies at you, like waves of enemies.
Yep.
And there was these 2 particular big enemies that came in at the end, and I was struggling to dodge them a bit, but the double jump really helped, so made that room a bit easier, so much easier. But it does that Dark Souls thing, this game, where they want you to do that. So first of all, it doesn't hold your hand. In fact, it gives you the map and it even tells you where you are in the map. You need to unlock the compass to know where you are in the map, right? This is the type of game we're talking about, yeah? Doesn't tell you where to go. It kind of does. It kind of puts a point in the map, aim that way, kind of thing. But the idea of it, and what this is what the developers said, is when you get to a part where you cannot get through, go elsewhere. Go. This is how life is. If something's stopping you, either you can persevere or just try and go around, or try to do something else. I love that. I really like that. But I am stubborn, so that was a couple of bosses certainly early on that I was like, nope. I can see there's a lot more map for me to unlock, but I'm not leaving here until you go down. And there was certainly a few bosses early on, which took me like 20, 30 tries. But then again, like for instance, the boss that I killed just now before the final boss, which is supposed to be, if you think about it, one of the hardest bosses because he's second from last of Act 2. I beat this boss in 3 attempts. You know what I mean? First one was.
I lost you there. Can you hear me? Technical difficulties. Bruno must have pulled his wire or something.
Hello?
Hello. There you are.
All right. I'll start. I don't know what happened there. I'll have to cut this part on the podcast proper. What part did you hear me to on Silk Song?
Just about. You were talking about beating the boss in 3 tries, right before the final boss.
Fair enough. So, but the game does certainly get easier as the more you progress, the more things you unlock. Like with the boss I just beat, the one just before I believe is the one that ends Act 2. I beat the boss in 3 attempts. The first one was just caught me off guard when I found the boss. The second one I just learned the moveset, and the third one I just went there and just took care of business. So it's that game. It rewards exploration. Pretty much everywhere you think, oh, I wonder if there's going to be anything. If I go and try to get to this hard to reach area, and that will be something nice, a reward there. And all of those rewards add up to making it an easier game, but it's one of those. I implore you to, if you do struggle at the beginning, either go elsewhere, try and maybe there's a shops you can buy items and maybe go do with exploring. Maybe you can find certain things that they're gonna help you, and then try again, because it's so rewarding. The more you go, that's we're talking about gameplay. But when it comes to artwork, this is one of those games that you can take a screenshot at any point in the game and you can put it in the wall as art, because every single frame of this game is art. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and the music is also phenomenal. Every single area has its own like orchestral sound, and you start recognizing each sound from each area. Every boss battle is great. I think there's like 30 bosses, 30 named bosses. I know that early on there's an elite non-named boss, like a mini boss that people are really struggling with, and by people I mean also myself. I think that's
I'm on that guy right now.
Yeah, that he killed me a few times. Yes. But yes, so from an art point of view, the game is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. Okay, the music is phenomenal. It is polished to perfection. It runs on anything. I play it on my laptop at work in my break. Runs fine. Steam Deck, no problem. Runs on anything really. Like it's really well optimized. I haven't seen one single bug. It's not expensive. It's what, $20 in America, £16 here in the UK. It's not expensive. Yeah, sold. I believe last time I checked, it was like a couple weeks ago. It sold like over 5 million copies already.
Oh yeah, easy.
So it's gonna go over that, right? The boss battles, like I said, they're brutal but fair. You know, it's one of those. It's like whenever you die, like nope, it wasn't because I got cheesed. It's because I wasn't paying attention. You know, there's never been a death where like, oh no, that was unfair. No, I wasn't paying attention. Right? That's why. Or I didn't dodge fast enough, or I didn't block fast enough. So they're brutal, but fair and rewarding as well. The map design, it's the Metroidvania map design is great, but I really like how they, you get to new areas and you're like, oh, this is great, and then you go unlock a shortcut, and then you end up, oh, I'm back here now, and then you look at the map over, oh yeah, of course, and then you find like a whole new area in between areas. I'm like, shit, I didn't even know there was anything here, and it's like this massive area. So it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point. I think I can say this without spoiling too much. There's a point that I was doing some backtracking just to try and find. I was trying to get to. I had unlocked a new ability. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over there because I thought I could use this ability over there. And as I'm going, this guy comes in and is trying to. This bug comes in and is trying to put me in a cage, and I'm fighting it. But then I was like, you know what? I don't know. I have a feeling about this. I think I'm gonna let him jail me. I just had a feeling, yeah. So he did, and then cut to black, and then I'm in the prison, right? And then I have no weapons, so I'm having to do the whole thing without my weapons, without my power, like without my a lot of things, right? Made it a lot harder to so you kind of have to recover your items in this prison, and then when you get out of the prison, you're like, oh shit, it's over here, because you never know what it is. You're like, oh shit, it's in this part of the map. I didn't even know it was there. Just awesome. Just awesome. Just so many little things like that. So many little things like that. I mean, more than I can spoil. I'm not going to, of course. But yeah, this is as good as it gets when it comes to video games. It's just as good as it gets. This is, I would say, the Elden Ring of the Metroidvanias. That's what I think this game is. It's that good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're on the red boss. You're on the red mini boss.
Yeah.
Have you killed any other bosses?
Yeah, I've killed other bosses, but yeah, the one guy.
I would say from experience, you can absolutely beat him, because I did as well. But you don't have to yet, because what's behind, it's not consequential for now. From memory anyway, it's not. It's not earth-shattering. Let's just say that. It's not.
I feel like I need to come back to him when I have the double jump.
No. The double jump is much, much, much later on. I literally got the double jump.
Okay.
I got the double jump today. That's when I got the double jump.
Oh, man.
Literally I got the double jump. That was the last thing I've got. I've got everything else. I'm not gonna say all of them, but your dashes and that type of stuff. Yeah. I got everything. This is literally the last one I got. I think there's one or two more to get for me, but that was and to get it is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's a proper plan. You it's like pixel perfect. It's like you in this area, and you're jumping, and you jumping off enemies, and you're jumping off spikes, and there's those platforms that just disappear if you stay there for too long. You're grabbing walls, you're jumping off walls, you're dodging spikes, you're jumping through spikes and floating through spikes, and then landing on an enemy to land on a platform. It's really hard to get the double jump. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe you could finish the game without even seeing the double jump. I think it's that type of thing. I think there's certain. In fact, yeah. I mean, do you need the double jump? No, I don't think you need the double jump. I think you can get from. I could have gotten to the boss I am now without the double jump. I think so. Yeah. So the double jump is not. It's certainly for now. It might be on Act 3, but certainly until Act 2 is not a requirement. It helps.
Okay. Yeah.
What I would say is, what form do you have? What crest do you use? Because one of the things that people complain on this game is that when you do the hit down, it goes diagonally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and people really struggle with the diagonal attack in terms of because they used to the directly down. And there's one of the crests that lets you do that, lets you jump down.
Okay.
Straight down, and that's the one I use. Is it the best one? I don't know. I mean, there's other ones that do more damage. There's other ones that do other things, right? I really like it because even though I kind of got used to the early part of the game, I got really good at jumping off the flowers and jumping off the spikes with the diagonal jump. The moment I got this one where you jump down, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm home now. This is it. And that's pretty much the form I've been using the whole time now. I just use that. And it's much easier to jump off, especially the big enemies like that. You can just keep bouncing off their head, you know. Tools help a lot. Like there's spikes you can put on the floor, So that's really good. You can just throw some spikes on the floor and then jump around on the top. And then as the enemy rushes, he keeps hitting on the spikes and losing damage, losing health. So spikes help a lot. There's a few other ones that really help. So the tools are very helpful, and upgrading the tools as well, because that's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Towards the end, like my tool is on maximum power now. So I feel like if I was to go back to some of those early bosses, I would have probably beat them like almost without getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it's one of those persevere because it's good. It's real good.
Yeah. Yep. I just haven't been able to get the time to get back into it yet to either battle that douchebag or go somewhere else. But yeah. It's good. It's got a lot of great things going for it, that's for sure. And the fact that they made it so affordable is really remarkable overall.
It's affordable and you can play it on anything, almost, so it's it was clever of them to do so. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So you've been playing another new game as well that came out as well since the last podcast.
Yep.
And that's Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
Yes. So
tell us about it.
For those old school PlayStation fans that used to play Hot Shots Golf, this is the newest version of that. Everybody's Golf has been around for a little bit. It's taken over from the Hot Shots, but this is kind of a nod back to all of it. And so it's an arcadey golf, very Japanese, with the outfits, the characters. There's a whole story thing that I honestly have been skipping because it's very Japanese and cheesy, and like I don't need the story. I just want to play some damn golf. But they do have a lot of characters. It is a grind to unlock them, so that's one of the big negatives. Is that the unlocking of different things is very grindy. Now, the gameplay is incredibly fun. The courses are beautiful, and just however, but yeah, you just have to grind. You upgrade your characters, you can unlock new ones and upgrade them. You get different courses. There's a lot of different gameplay modes too. So like you can have big cup mode, so it's like a basketball sized cup to hit the ball in, so a lot easier to get holes in one or eagles and those kind of things. There's like a tornado hole, so like the tornado will suck the ball in, so if you get it in that area, it just pulls it directly in. Also helps you get those lower scores. And then there's a lot of different multiplayer modes. I've only gotten to play just a little bit of multiplayer so far. My buddy Dom, he hasn't been able to connect with me since the first time we played it, but multiplayer was seamless, super fun. We just played the basic version, but if you play at night, the golf balls will glow. There's like bomb mode that you can nuke your opponent's ball if you land next to them, so that's a strategy. It's really fun. It's nostalgic for me because I played through all the Hot Shots golf games back when I was a teenager and everything. Like, they were so much fun. I'm a sucker for a golf game, but
I like
arcade golf games like Mario Golf and Hot Shots, and now the Everybody's Golf, which also has a really nice VR version. It's
okay.
It's a lot of fun. The VR version is Quest only, I believe, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
That I've had with that too.
I like a golf game as well. I used to like the Tiger Woods games back in the day, for sure.
Yeah, like the 2K PGA games have kind of taken over for the Tiger Woods. I mean, EA Sports still does some, but another big negative that I'll talk about with this game is it's not a major one, but they took away the character creator, so you can't make yourself in the game, which you could do in past games. So that is, and I see that as kind of the biggest complaint for people that have the game as well. They're just like, I can't make my own character. Thankfully, I found an old man in there, so I was like, hey, there's me anyways, so worked out good.
Well, that's good. That's good that you were there. Maybe they have a slightly cheesy Portuguese guy that is all for me to play with. That sounds good. I do want to try this game at some point, but yeah, just time. This year has been crazy for video games, as we previously mentioned. So yeah, but I do definitely. What are you playing it on? Are you playing on Switch or PC? What's
PC.
What's your...
So I'm
playing. Is that cross play, or is it just PC, or what's the deal?
I believe if it's not cross play already, which I think it is coming soon.
Cool.
But I'm pretty sure it is already.
I'll definitely give that a go at some point. It's definitely on my wish list. Something I want to play. It's one of those. I know I'm going to play it for like 5 hours one day and never play it again. But it sounds awesome. Right. I want to talk to you about a game that I've been playing. Another game that I've been playing, which is really cool. So I got given this key by the developers for a game called Quartet. Have you heard of it? Nope. Quartet. It's by Something Classic Games. That's the name of the developer. And this is a really cool game. So basically, it's like a JRPG, like a style game, in the 16-bit. Like when companies now do like 16-bit style games. This is one of those 16-bit style games, but it does have that artwork, like it does look like it's a SNES game or a Mega Drive game, as opposed to the ones that they do pixel art but with reflections and all that shit. It does derivative. I don't think. I think it's heavily inspired by Octopath Traveler, right, and Final Fantasy V. I think. Okay, 5 or 6. Yeah, like 6. Sorry, 6. More 6. Heavily inspired by those two games, right? So basically, you have 4 protagonists with distinct arcs: a chef, a soldier, a mage, and I'm just looking at my notes here, and a shopkeeper. Okay, so you have to play each arc to start with, and I think this is where potentially they made a mistake, maybe, because the 4 original chapters, they take about an hour or 2 per chapter to complete, right? Maybe an hour, yeah, with a lot of story and not a lot of fighting. Some really interesting turn-based fights, but a lot of dialogue on this first 4. And because I started with the shopkeeper and I really I wanted to play more, but now I cannot play more with the shopkeeper. I need to go and play the other ones, right? And then I'm playing the other ones. I'm like, okay, it's getting to the point in the game where, I played it in like 5-6 hours now. I should be like just doing, battle after battle after battle now, like this type of game is. And that comes and it's really interesting. The way that each of those protagonists has another character that they meet in their chapter that becomes kind of like companion kind of thing. So essentially you end up with 8. And essentially you end up with 2 teams that you can hot swap as you play. And there's a lot of other cool things they do with this. There's a lot of interesting attacks and stuff like that. Like when you're playing in the army chapter with a soldier, there's you can put like mines on the floor, and then when the enemies step forward, they hit the mines. That's stuff like that, yeah. And there's a lot of side characters that you only play on those chapters that they never play with again. Or certainly, I haven't played with them again. I haven't finished the game yet, but I put quite a lot of hours. How many hours have I got? I got about 10 hours into it.
Okay.
That's what I have so far. I think it's about 20-hour game, so I'm probably.
Yep.
I would say halfway through. Now, the writing is phenomenal. The story is really good. That's why I say it's more like Final Fantasy VI kind of thing, like 5, 6, like really, really good. You have that classic thing. Eventually, you're gonna. I haven't got it yet, but you're gonna end up having a flying
airship
machine,
kind of thing.
airship, where you can go and discover different areas and land in different areas. There's a lot of exploration. I've done a lot of exploration. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's over there, and then you go over there and you find some item. You find like a ring that or a sword or something like that. Each character uses different swords. So for the main character, so one uses swords, the other one uses like daggers, and the chef uses like pans and stuff like that. But the chef can do like recipes where he heals the team. So you can really like he has all that nice stuff if you like those JRPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the turn-based combat. One interesting thing they've done is this turn-based, but it's kind of like Vertigo. So your team is on the bottom and the enemies are at the top. I think that's quite cool. I mean, there's nothing for the gameplay. Just I think aesthetically it looks really cool.
That's an old school JRPG look to it too. So
yeah, exactly. So I think this is a triumph. Okay, I think this is a triumph. I think it's sitting high on the old Open Critic as well. I think last time I checked, because I am rooting for this game. On the year that has been with so many good games, it's sitting at an 81. I think it was higher at some point, but 81 is very decent, right? I think when I looked before, it was like actually high 80s to be fair. So it's gone down a bit, which is fair enough. Not enough reviews, so it only takes one review to be like a 7 to bring it down, of course. But in the years where you have Clair Obscur, you have Hades 2, you have a Silk Song, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction, Blueprints, all of those great games, I want to shout out games like this, and I'm definitely gonna make, I want to finish it. I'm playing Silk Song at the moment. I want to finish that, but I'm gonna go back to this and finish it. It runs great on the Steam Deck. Really good soundtrack as well, like really good sound as well. I highly recommend this if you have the time for a JRPG style game, which is gonna be, I think when I looked on how long to beat, it was like 20 hours or so. Is that?
It says 20 to 30 hours roughly.
There you go. Have that type of time. It's not expensive as well. I think we
20 bucks.
Obviously,
yeah,
$20. There you go. I did get a key for free, but yeah, that's why I didn't know for sure. But yeah, $20, £16 in the UK. It's totally worth that money. It's really interesting. Really, really good story. Like, I mean, proper, really good storytelling. Really interesting mechanics when it comes to the fighting. I really like the swapping the characters over. It's a bit like Final Fantasy Tactics, though, in a way, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a triumph, like I said, and I highly recommend. If you like this type of game, you should try this. You should absolutely try this. It's excellent. I mean, the story. Just to give a quick thing on the story, it's like there's two sides of it. It looks like some parts. I mean, without giving too much away, magic is either there's only enough magic to go around, and it's kind of like weaponized by some people, and other people like the magic is, no one has seen anyone that can do magic in a long time. So, and then the stories start coming together, and you start going like, oh, okay, it starts making a lot of sense, and you kind of like start seeing why you have these 4 characters that can all like all of them can kind of like can do magic, either could always do magic or just discover they can do magic, kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
And it's very based on that, basically, you know, like to give a clue, you know, to without spoiling anything. But there's also like a really big twist already that's happened. I like halfway through that I kind of think something was gonna happen, you know, but then and then when they all kind of like all the characters like meet up, I was like, oh wow, that thing of them meeting up and how that happened was phenomenal. Like proper, like top class design, game design. Like I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like I can't believe this is happening. Like this happening this way. That was really cool. I don't want to spoil it because it's so cool. But yeah, love this game.
Yeah, I mean, I love this style of game. Final Fantasy VI are two fantastic games that I adore, and having something like this with your, you know, recommendation, I'm definitely gonna get my hands on it at some point. Also, I do love on the store page here, you know, under the different features of the game. At the bottom of that, it says we have a hippo as a playable character. Like
they do,
yeah.
It's a great character as well. Really cool character. Because I play the shopkeeper's chapter first, and the hippo. I guess that's a slight spoiler, but the hippo is part of that particular. Well, you can see it on the if you look at the key art, you can see each character next to their counterpart, right? So the hippo was. Yeah, when I found the hippo for the first time, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's really interesting." Because where you meet, where would you think you meet the hippo in the city?
Where
will the hippo be in the city?
I mean, it should be at the zoo, but
well, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, that's literally that. Literally that, and then yeah, it's really interesting actually how. Wow, you spoiled it. I didn't say anything. You said it.
I just said there's a hippo. Like,
no, the hippo is on the key art. Anyway, but no, it's really no. That's not the interesting part. The interesting part is after you meet said hippo, what happens. That's the interesting part. Not so much where you meet it. Where you meet it is, you know, inconsequential. No, this is great. I think you should definitely get it, and you should definitely play it on the Steam Deck because it's a great Steam Deck game. You know, you can just. I played on the Steam Deck when I was on the plane, when I was driving. I wasn't driving there. When I was flying to Portugal. It's great. And with the Steam Deck is so good. You can just be playing, you can just press the power button, off you go, pick it up again, boop, you get back where you are, anywhere. So it's really cool, isn't it? It's also on Switch, I believe. So you can get it on Switch as well.
Yep. Definitely one that I'll be getting for sure. It looks phenomenal. So.
It is really good. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those cult classic ones that I think for a long time. So I don't know if this is the first game this team has done, but I think this is definitely one of those. It's a special game, I think. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I just remembered what we had talked about for our draft, and that was going to be the games that were better than the game of the year, in our opinion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to write that down and save it for another time because we're doing obviously the 90s thing now. But yeah, we'll definitely do that then. So that was games that were better than the game of the year. Yes, I remember that now. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Wow. This is not on this year of games. This is not the best game that came out this year. I'm not trying to say that, but it is one of the best games I played this year, and that's saying something on the year that it is this year. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's you know, that's in Clair Obscur. You know, that's Clair Obscur is probably the best turn-based game I played this year, but this is the second best turn-based game I played this year. So you know, take that, I guess. Right?
And you played the Final Fantasy Rebirth, didn't you? This year.
I have. I really like that. This. Yeah, I'll still stick to that statement I said earlier. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You want to talk to us about Borderlands 4?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. Insert your joke now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Wow. I mean, normally it's after you talk, and I just interrupt. But the we always say this, me and Marius, because Marius, formerly of this parish, we don't like Borderlands that much. We call it boredom lands. Now, maybe I'm being unfair, and I'm basing that only on the first one, right? And a bit of the second one. Okay, so I haven't played all of them to have an informed decision. So I'm sure that they're great, but I'll tell you why the first one, and you're gonna tell me this still happens on the fourth for sure. Yeah, we were talking about Silksong just now, not holding your hand and whatever. Yeah, I remember playing literally an arrow, like literally directing you exactly where to go. Like, ping, you're there. You pick up the thing, and it's like, oh, go and shoot this here. And there's like a million weapons. They all do the same fucking thing almost. There's no, tell you what, rather than a million weapons, give me 5 really distinct weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like Halo does. Like, give me 10 weapons that they're all feel different, rather than a million guns. You can do combinations, and they all, okay, one of them does a bit more damage, one of them maybe does a bit of poison or whatever. I don't know. I always thought certainly the first ones were a bit boring. How, and to me the humor was also, I don't like toilet humor, so yeah, not the game for me. But you're gonna tell me that this is all changed with Borderlands 4, right?
Some yes, some no. So with Borderlands 4, it's a lot of the same from the first 3. You still are going around, but this time you're not necessarily looking for the vault. But there's multiple vaults on this planet, so you can unlock them, but that's not the overarching story that's going on. Like, instead, the Timekeeper put something in your head, that he could potentially control you and just kill you whenever he wanted, but it is currently hijacked to where you're working with the resistance for him, against him, and then so your goal is to take him out and get this thing out of your head. Humor wise, the humor is definitely not as potent, I would say, as the other games. And that was one of the biggest problems with Borderlands 3, was they really tried a little bit too hard with the humor, and it just came across poorly. I feel like they've went too far in the other direction for me, because there was a lot of little bits here and there, like in Borderlands 2 especially, that were good. Whenever you face like one of the big bosses, like it would have their name, and then they would have like a funny little quip to them or something. I haven't seen that so far in this one. And I do find that a little bit of a miss. There's definitely some side missions and stuff you can do where there's one that I found a little bit of toilet humor with, others that are just pretty silly overall. So there is still a lot of humor packed in. It's just not glaring for the main mission stuff. Gunplay, you still got the billions of gun combinations that are for the most part the same, little tweaks here and there. One of the big things is that with the especially the higher difficulties, there is the resistance and their the word's escaping me, but susceptible to different conditions, so like poison, cold, fire, all that stuff. So there is a level of strategy to keep your loadout to have different elements and everything to them. So I do appreciate that. It's not just a strict, I'm just going to use my best gun on this guy until I run out of ammo, then I'm going to switch to my second best gun. There is a little bit more nuance to it, which I do appreciate. The world itself is quite nice. I don't know if I would say it's like picturesque or anything, but they do have a vast open world, which is a nice change, because with all the other Borderlands games, you would go into zones, and so you'd have to load into the zone, then load out of the zone to go to the next zone, and you don't have that in this one, which I really do appreciate. The fast travel system is the same. Just go from unlocked area to unlocked area that you rescue the silo for or whatever. So that's a nice way of getting around. And then they also give you a floating bikes that you could ride. You have one of those that you can get around on, and you can even fight with them. The weapons kind of suck, but
that's cool.
So nice little things here and there for it. The boss fight for the end of the first act, I guess you would say, was really fun. And a lot of the other smaller bosses and everything, very fun. I mean, you still have a lot of the same enemies from the past ones. You got the creatures, you got the robot minions that are with the timekeeper. You have the man, I'm just blanking on the names all of a sudden. But the psychos.
I'm nodding along, but I have no idea of these things. You know, like I said, I did say at the start that I'm not a Borderlands guy.
Yeah.
But I'm liking your enthusiasm. Yeah. I wanted to ask you though. I understand. I don't know if you had any issues yourself, but I understand the performance has been pretty shit across the board, especially on PC and stuff like that. It's not.
It seems like there's been different issues with each system that it came out on. So I got it on PC. And I haven't had the major issues. After the first patch that was supposed to fix things, I actually started getting a few issues. But overall, you can do a couple settings in your video card stuff for the game specifically, and it gets rid of those for the most part. So you just have to do a little tweak here and there. I mean, it's one of those things that, you have Silksong that is just playable on anything, and then you have, this quadruple A game, as what they were calling it before release, that they were going to charge $80 for, but backed off on.
Yes.
And just still having problems.
It's a bummer. Hopefully they'll fix those issues. It's not great to see big games like that coming out undercooked when it comes to the performance. Have you finished it? Are you going to finish it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm going to finish it. So my oldest son and I, we've played through all the Borderlands games together. So we, like on this one, we've been doing the side quests separately, but we'll play the main quest stuff together. So we only get to play like once a week-ish, just because of our schedules and everything. But it's one of those nice things that father-son bonding stuff to do, and just blow away a bunch of bad guys. But yeah, it's good. The multiplayer co-op has been seamless. Have had zero issues with that. I mean, the launch woes aside, it's a very good Borderlands game. I wouldn't put it in like the 9-10 category, but I'd say it's a solid 8. It's got a lot going to it.
And that is all what's on. It's on 83 at the moment on OpenCritic, so that more or less tracks to what you are saying. I mean, you spoke very well about it. Like I said, because of my issues I had with the first one, even though you spoke well about it, I don't think this is a game I'm gonna give a go. However, it does sound like if people like the first Borderlands, they're gonna like this. It sounds like it's a good continuation and a slight change on on the formula from what I heard you just speak now. So that's great for people that like this type of game, and hopefully with a few patches they fix some of these issues. But don't let my my initial hot take on Borderlands sway you. Just listen to what Aaron said. He's definitely the connoisseur when it comes to Borderlands.
Yeah.
Certainly for great games to play, you cannot go wrong with any of them. And if you have Game Pass, certainly Hollow Knight is on Game Pass anyway, so you don't have to spend any extra money on that. Do you have Game Pass again, or are you still?
I do have Game Pass again now, specifically for Hollow Knight, Silksong, and a couple others. Ninja Gaiden 4. Looking forward to that one. So
yep.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, the big thing, like the undercooked releases for like these AAA titles, I'm hoping against hope, and I know it's a moot point, but the launch of Battlefield 6, it's just going to be marred with issues. I just know it is. Every Battlefield game just always seems to have a bunch of issues, and I want it to just launch and just be perfect, but
I haven't played. I mean, I haven't really been excited or played any Battlefield game for a long time. So I'm looking forward to this. This one looks good, so I'm looking forward to this one coming out and reviewing well. And then if it does, so I think I will be definitely giving that a go for sure. Because
it's one of those that I've been burned too many times, so I don't think I'm going to do a day one release of it. But it's one that I am hoping to play sooner rather than later, for sure.
Very good. Very good. I mean, for me, I don't know what's going to be after this one. I mean, definitely finish Quartet. But I need to finish these 2 games that I've been talking about. But there's so many games coming out. Like I said, it's been a crazy year. I mean, it's been a crazy year for games. But yes, I think that's gonna do it for this. It's part of the show where we give you a recommendation of something to do, something to watch, something to read, something to eat, anything really, for you to try. And what do you have for us today, Mr. Donut?
So there's a little. I wouldn't say it's a remake, but it is a sequel, a spiritual sequel to some classic comedy movies called The Naked Gun, and this one starring Leslie Nielsen, where he's playing Frank Drebin's son in the movie. So Frank Drebin was the main character, played by Leslie Nielsen.
Do you mean Liam Nielsen is playing this one?
Liam Nielsen, yeah.
You said Leslie Nielsen is playing this one.
Yeah. Leslie Nielsen was the old ones.
The original one, and this one is Liam Nielsen. Get you now. Cool.
And they really kind of captured the goofiness of a police type movie, and a lot of these old remakes of older classics and everything coming back just don't hit off as well. This one was really good. It's got a lot of silly humor, a lot of running gags throughout the movie. I
haven't seen this latest one with Liam Nielsen, but I've seen the original Naked Guns, and I really like them. So So this one here, you recommend this one here? I mean the original one has so many good gags, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
My favorite one is the safe sex one, where they're both inside a massive condom. That's that type of humor. I like those games, those movies. I also liked the original Airplane movies. They were really good. So
Leslie Nielsen was amazing back in the day. R.I.P. But
just the best, right? Just the best.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something to. I mean, is this coming to? Can you get it on digital now?
It is digital now. I don't know of a specific streaming service yet, but
you can definitely rent it or yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll give this a go. Pamela Anderson in this
she's actually really good. Shockingly
well, she's a good
enough.
actress.
Is she?
She's oh yeah. She was I haven't seen it yet, but I understand she did really well on the previous movie she did to this one, called The Last Showgirl. She got nominated for I want to say she got nominated for an Oscar, maybe, or even a Golden Globe only, but she got nominated anyway. So
I forgot about that one.
She's supposed to be quite good in that. So she's done a couple of okay things, I think. Certainly in the more recent years. Okay. And we like anything that. Well, I say we like anything. Liam Neeson. He did the. he did the. This is the. We're doing the why don't you? This is a don't. This is,
oh gosh.
I'm about to give you a don't. Okay. So let me just grab the title here. So Liam Neeson.
A lot of his later movies don't.
Sure, but there's one in particular. Okay, there's one in particular which is a don't. Definitely don't. So he did what's it called? He did a movie called Ice Road.
Oh my god! I knew it. Yes, it's so bad.
No. He did an Ice Road back like a few years ago, which was bad, but bad good.
There's another one. No, it's not bad good. It's just bad.
No, the one in Alaska, whatever it is.
Yeah, Ice Road.
It's a bad good movie. It's bad mostly, but good movie. Yeah, bad but good. One of those. It's watchable. He did one now, 2025, called Ice Road Vengeance. Now that's a bad movie. It's probably one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life, from beginning to end. It's probably top 3 worst movies I've ever seen ever. Yeah, Ice Road Vengeance. That's a don't.
Either of the Ice Road movies are a hard don't.
No. I mean, the other one is a don't. The first Ice Road. Okay, let me see here. The Ice Road, right? The first Ice Road. Yeah,
So
sitting at a
bad.
5.6 on IMDb. It's one of those. It's a 2-star movie. It's a
It's a
Park your brain
waste
at
of
the-
your life. It's a waste of your life.
Listen, the first Ice Road compared to Ice Road Vengeance. The first Ice Road this is like Citizen Kane compared to the other one. Okay, you don't understand how bad the other one is. If you think this is bad, the other one is.
I
That's no
I saw the other one pop up and I was like, oh hell no, hard pass.
Trust me, don't waste your time.
I can't
okay?
believe you watched it.
I know, but I don't know, man. I did, but it's bad. It's one of those. I have this thing when I start watching a movie, I have to watch it to the end, kind of thing. Like it's a me thing. So I did, but it was terrible. I also watched Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, to the end, and that's probably the worst movie I've ever seen.
Come on, it's not that bad.
It is, and the other one is both of the. What's the Adam Sandler one where he gets all his friends together and Grown Ups? Grown Ups 1 and 2 are down there with some of the worst movies I've ever seen. You know what? Tell you what, it's on Ice Road level. So if you talk to me about Ice Road, they're on the same level. So there you are. On that, maybe we can do a draft at some point of the
draft
worst
of
movies.
The worst movies. There we go. I like that too.
And see who can draft
Who
the
can
worst
outshit
movies.
them.
I think I can outshit you any day of the week. Okay, I can trust me. Okay, I sometimes anyway. Listen. We're gonna end it there anyway. It's past my bedtime, and we've actually gone longer today than I thought we were going to.
We had a lot to catch up. So
well, this is it, and we'll be obviously try to be back again in the next couple of weeks. Maybe there'll be an extra one in the meantime. We were talking potentially about doing a spoiler cast of a game to be we'll keep it as a surprise. You can guess, but we'll keep it as a surprise. And we'll do the draft, not for the spoiler cast, but certainly for the next podcast proper. We'll do the spoiler cast for the cast. We'll do the draft, for the 90s movies. 3 movies, no repeat directors, and we pick the 3 best movies from the 90s, and boom, we go head to head. I need to bring some some honor to my name, so I shall win this one. You know, I shall
Well,
win this one.
you do have first pick, so you can take Jurassic Park off the board along with Spielberg. That would be a huge one.
I might, yeah, because that's what I'm saying. So if I pick Spielberg, you cannot pick Spielberg yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You understand the rules, right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, fine, yeah. So yeah, I could take, or I could just leave it there. I could tell you, I think Jurassic Park is the best movie of the night, and then go with something completely different, just to completely blow your mind. We'll see. Maybe I'm just playing mind games. We'll see.
I mean, please leave that for me. I will gladly take that.
But yes, get some ready because there'll be steals.
Right.
You know, so just because you think you got something in the bag, then I'll just nick the directive from you, and then you have to pick something else, right? So we'll do that. That sounds like fun. Yeah, and you can send us your suggestions. Send us your what draft we should do, and what's your picks for the best movies from the 90s.
Or if you like Martin interrupting us, you know, if you want more of that, then let us know that too.
You see now I cannot edit it out. I was wondering, do I edit it out? Do I not? No. Now that you said that, I have to leave it on. See, you just made it for me. That you just made it for me. Cool. All right, that sounds awesome. So yeah, in the meantime, how can people get in touch with us?
Well, if you're watching on YouTube, or if somehow it got broadcast on Twitch, roadgamerspodcast@gmail.com is the email for us. You can also leave us comments on your favorite streaming platform, and you know, if you know us specifically, you can yell at us in Discord.
Yeah, like Martin did there. That's awesome. Okay. And yes, so yeah, I've been Bruno Pinto.
I've been Aaron, aka Immortal Donut.
See you next time.